WWE Raw results and highlights 12/16. CM Punk and Seth Rollins, World Tag Team Championship match and more. WWE Raw returned to the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts on December 16, 2024. The show featured intense rivalries and a series of high-octane matches. The fiery confrontation between CM Punk and Seth Rollins kickstarted the show, and the crowd in Boston was treated to an unforgettable episode filled with drama and action. The episode also set the stage for the upcoming Big Raw event on the flagship brand's debut on Netflix. CM Punk and Seth Rollins promo. Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker C. versus Ludwig Kaiser. Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament Triple Threat match. Kayden Carter versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Zoey Stark. World Tag Team Championship match. The War Raiders versus Finn Balor and JD McDonough C. CM Punk addresses Seth freakin' Rollins. CM Punk kicked off the night with a thunderous ovation from the Boston crowd, addressing his brewing tension with Seth Rollins. Punk admitted he's been in a foul mood, reflecting on their heated exchange 2 weeks ago. He mocked Rollins' flamboyant style and called him a failed protege. Further, he promised to deliver the wrestling lesson Rollins begged for years ago. Rollins finally appeared in the crowd, trading sharp words before exchanging blows. The two brawled through the audience and into the ring, repeatedly breaking free from officials as fans chanted, "Let them fight." It is Braun Breaker's third title defense in this reign. The match began with Breaker dominating Kaiser. The champion tossed him into corners and hit powerful suplexes. However, Breaker's shoulder became a target after Kaiser raked his eyes and worked over the injured arm. Despite the pain, Breaker fought back with strikes and high-impact moves, including a Frankensteiner and shoulder tackle. Kaiser kept attacking the shoulder, but Breaker countered with a wild shoulder tackle, surprising Kaiser outside the ring. The crowd rallied behind Breaker as he powered through the pain to victory. Result: Braun Breaker defeated Ludwig Kaiser to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament, Raquel Rodriguez versus Zoey Stark versus Kayden Carter. The first-round triple threat match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament started with Raquel Rodriguez versus Zoey Stark versus Kayden Carter. The match kicked off with Carter attacking Stark, but Rodriguez quickly intervened, tossing Stark across the ring. After several high-impact moves, including a Hurricane Rana from Carter and a Death Valley driver from Stark, all three women battled on the apron. Zoey Stark scores the win over Kayden Carter and Raquel Rodriguez tonight. She will face Dakota Kai in the semi-final of the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Later, Stark hit a cross-body block off the top to the floor, and Rodriguez seemed injured after a mishap with the apron. The action continued with Carter hitting a springboard leg drop, but Rodriguez retaliated. Stark eventually secured the win after a botched Z360 on Carter. Result: Zoey Stark wins. World Tag Team Championship. The War Raiders versus the Judgment Day. The match saw Finn Balor and JD McDonough defending their World Tag Team titles against the War Raiders. McDonough and Balor targeted Ivar's neck early, but the Raiders fought back with power moves. And ego. The War Raiders capture the World Tag Team Championship from the Judgment Day. Damian Priest prevented Finn Balor from using a steel chair, allowing the Raiders to hit War Machine to score the victory. Eric's comeback was interrupted when McDonough and Balor attacked him outside the ring. Despite their efforts, Ivar made a comeback to the fight. He hit a devastating World's Strongest Slam. The War Raiders set up for their War Machine finisher, and with help from Damian Priest outside, they secured the win, capturing the titles. Result: the War Raiders with the win to become